I just wanted to talk about propagating plants from cuttings. So basically, what that is if you have a plant and you've, let's say, cut off a branch or something like that, a branch with nodes, that is, then getting that to grow in water or in soil, which is actually a lot faster than growing from seed. And you'll also be able to get the characteristics and qualities of the what they call the mother plant. And with that as well, as gardeners, we have a lot of cuttings that we throw away, whereas you could actually turn them into new plants if you have the space. Anyway, so I just picked this up from Walmart, and it's IBA rooting powder. So this stimulates roots to grow. So IBA, basically the instructions are, you just stick it in, stick the plant without roots into the powder, tap it off, and then it'll grow. Um, so IBA is indole 3-butyric acid, 0.1%. This stuff has worked really well for me, and it was like $3 at Walmart. Anyway, so I used that on this cannabis plant here I have, and this is fully legal here because, well, it's actually grown from seed from health store hemp seeds. So, but it is cannabis. So as you can see over here, it was growing really tall. So I clipped it, and it's under a photography light here. It's actually growing way past the photography light. But anyways, I clipped it so that I could, in many places actually, so that I could make cuttings. So let's take a look at those cuttings. So here we have the cuttings, and I'm not gonna show you like how to do it, because that's simple enough, and there's tons of videos that just show you how to do it on YouTube, which is a simple process if just simply described. So these are cuttings from that same cannabis plant I just showed you. And yeah, they look like they're dying, but we'll talk about it in a second. As you can see in the water, these were simply dipped in the rooting hormone and then stuck in this water for about 2 to 3 weeks. And as you can see, the roots are like growing really well. So let's take a look here. The healthiest one here is this one. As you can see, it has a lot of branches and nodes where new growth can happen. So as you can see on the top, there's actually new growth, right? Even though the leaves on the sides died or are dying, there is new growth from the nodes, right? And that's what you want. You always want to get a bunch of nodes, which is just the areas where your particular plant can grow from, right? Because if you take a look at this one, I don't know why I do this, but it's just a single leaf with a branch, no nodes. And oh, look at those pathetic roots. So that wasn't really successful either, though somewhat successful because it did grow a little bit of roots. But anyways, we'll throw that away. And if you look at this one, see even down here in the water, new leaves were growing out of nodes. And if you look at the pattern of roots, the roots, I thought that they would simply grow straight out the bottom, but actually they grow out the sides. So you first get this white fuzzy stuff, as you can see all up and down there. and then the roots start shooting out. So let's see how much. Well, I guess they're both kind of tangled up with each other, but as you can see, that's quite a lot of roots. Now these ones, I simply put the rooting powder on the stems about, I guess, up to there. I guess you could do more, but just a pinky's worth. And then I stuck them in the water. The water was cloudy at first because of the rooting hormone, and I haven't changed it at all. And look how clear it is now. And these ones, I didn't put them in a humidity tent or anything like that. I didn't put a bag over them, and they've done pretty well. I guess I should plant them in soil, otherwise they won't have much nutrition. Though I could probably add some nutrition to the water directly. I'll see how that goes. Now, as for the one I kind of, did a more quote-unquote professional job with, this was a bigger cutting, and I kept it in a Ziploc bag, and it's been about 2 weeks, so let's see how this one is doing. So the Ziploc bag is basically to provide a mini greenhouse environment. As you can see, there's a lot of moisture and humidity on the inside. I didn't have to water it for the entire 2 weeks that it was in the bag, or in its mini greenhouse. It was kept under lights though. Both examples were kept under lights that I keep my plants under. So this one actually looks quite robust. No dying leaves like the other one. And you can see a lot of green growth there, and then that's new growth right there. And the stem is looking quite healthy. Now I like to grow in glass containers, or root in glass containers, because you can see the roots. Look at all that root action happening. So you know that this one is ready to transplant. Maybe I shouldn't have grown it in a glass container, maybe a clear plastic cup, because then you could more easily take it out and transplant it. But anyway, it's too late for that now. So with this one, same thing. Dip it in the root powder, tap the excess powder off, poke a hole in the soil with a pencil, stick it in, then pack it down slightly. And this is just cheap topsoil from the supermarket for like $2 for like a 20-liter bag. Nothing special, no special mix or anything like that. It's good to do things the easy way. And that's it. After 2 weeks, you got a whole new baby plant. Alright, hope you enjoyed that video.